Hi folks, I'm Ian Baker, the product specialist with Camping World, and today we're going to go over the 2019 Starcraft Launch 31 BHS. This is a quad bunk model. You have a beautiful bunk room in the back with lots of different storage options. Let's start off right here in the kitchen though. So you'll see that you have a little bit of space right over here, a little bit of prep space. I also have a little bit of space back here. The cool thing about this is directly above it is an electrical outlet. So if you need a place to plug in your coffee maker, that is probably the place in which I would put it. You'll also see you have a high-rise faucet here with your double bowl sink, larger on the left, smaller on the right, making it nice and easy to wash and rinse dishes. If we take a look right down here, you'll see another electrical outlet right there. So again, if you need to plug anything in, you have a couple different spots in which you can do it. And coming around the front, you have not one, not two, but three full extension ball bearing drawers. You can see how nice and long they are. So not only have a spot for your flatware, but also some of your larger utensils like spatulas, spoons, things like that. And a third one for whatever else you want to put in there. Underneath the sink, when we open that up, you see good storage there too with a shelf built in. So naturally a good spot for some of your pots and pans. And over to the side here, we have the Dometic Cooktop. You'll see that the range cover on here is upgraded. It's a little more residential looking. 3-burner cooktop, front one being high output there. And you have an oven underneath if you want to do some baking. You'll notice that you have a stainless steel suite of appliances here. That's something that's new for 2019. And that goes right along with your hood right here with the light and fan. The light is LED, so it's not going to drain your battery. Microwave right up top, additional storage right over here above the sink with an LED light underneath it. Also with that stainless steel suite of appliances, you get the fridge freezer combo right over here. When we open that up, you see there's plenty of space in there. This unit does run off both propane and electric and also has automatic switchover. Now if you're thinking, Ian, there's just not a lot of storage here in the kitchen, do not worry, because right over here when you come in, you have this pantry right here. So this really helps make up for the lack of some of the other storage space in the kitchen. It really gives you a big pantry, allowing a perfect spot for a lot of your foodstuff items. Right next to that is your entertainment center. You'll see it gives you a spot to put the TV. There is a backer in the wall, so you know exactly where to mount it. Your TV connections are there. These audio video jacks right here connected to this multimedia center, because not only is this a radio that controls your speakers inside as well as outside, but also it is a DVD player. You can put a DVD right in there, and as long as these are hooked up to your TV, you can watch a movie. You have storage underneath. I'll open that up for you, as well as the storage right here up top that you do have the tinted glass on there. Again, not that this is super deep storage, but at least it is still storage. Directly behind me is the super slide. So you'll see the jackknife sofa right here, basically directly across from the location your TV would be, which is wonderful. You can flip this up so you have more of a sofa style, or drop it down so you kind of have pseudo theater seating with some cup holders there in the center. Also, if we lift this up, you'll see you have big storage underneath, as this is a jackknife sofa, and it does drop down into a bed. Now, it's not a very big bed, so probably not great for adults, but it is good if you have any kiddos. Right next to that is a large U-shaped dinette. You can see how much space you have here. Big table in the center as well. This you can easily sit 4 people around. You have plenty of elbow room here. This also drops down into a bed, and with this one you can sleep 2 adults here. The table drops down, you get this entire space, again, where 2 people can easily sleep. You'll also see windows all the way around to let in natural light as well as LED lights up top. The bunk room is a large quad bunkhouse. You'll see you have the slide out right here with 2 bunks. You have the top bunk, of course, here. 300-pound weight capacity for sleeping, so even if an adult needs to sleep up here, they can. Granted, it's not super wide, but it does have the capacity to hold them. You'll just lock this out on both sides just like that, and that will give you room to have people sit right here at the dinette. Again, just like our U-shaped dinette, this does drop down into additional sleeping space here. But I like having a dinette in the bunk room because it gives the kids a place to be able to sit. You know, they can draw, they can play games, they can eat meals back here if they want. Just has a lot of versatility. Right next to that, you get a dresser. If you take a look, you have some deep drawers here, perfect for your underwear, your socks, whatever else you want to fold and throw in there. You also have a spot right up here for your TV. You can see there's again, a backer in the wall right there, your connections. And there's a pre-drilled hole right here, so if the kids want to bring like an Xbox or PlayStation, a DVD player, you can put that right in here, run the cords right up to the TV or the electrical outlet. You'll also see an electrical outlet right down on the bottom, so if they're sitting in the dinette and need to plug something in, they have the ability to do that. In the back is a window which not only lets in light, but is also an emergency exit. Hopefully, you'll never have to use it for that, but if you do, you know that the kids have a way out. You have double bunks right over here. Window on both top and bottom. Again, 300-pound weight capacity on both. You have a ladder that is built in to climb on the top bunk. Folks, that's a pretty big deal. A lot of times, it's your smaller kids that want to sleep on the top bunk, and they struggle to get up here, so having the ladder makes it a lot easier for them. If you take a look inside, you will actually see that both the top and bottom bunks also have a cubby hole right there. So a nice extra storage spot for phones or whatever else you want to put in there, you know, your personal belongings. You have plenty of storage down below. You can see all those cubby holes right there. And right along the side here is also a wardrobe, so you have a place in which you can hang the kids' clothes. The bathroom has 2 entrances and exits, one into the main living area, the other one into the master bedroom. Right in between those two are your foot flush lever toilet. As you'll see, you have plenty of leg room and you get pretty good shoulder room there as well. Directly up above that, of course, is the vent fan properly located. And then if we take a look across the way right down here, you will see your sink top with an electrical outlet there and some additional storage here underneath. You'll also notice this one has a neo-angle shower with the doors and the roller track, which are great. That way when you open it up, the water goes right down the door into the shower pan. And I'll step in here just to give you an idea of height. I'm about 6 foot, and as you can see, I can barely stand underneath here, but I can. And with this skylight, I have a couple extra inches. So even if you're 6'2", if you stand underneath the skylight, you can still shower in here without bending over. You will notice the hand wand here to make life a little easier on you. And then you also have a shelf for your soap and shampoo. Here in the bedroom, you will see your queen bed. It does have storage underneath, nice and easy to get to, and it allows you to store larger items. If you have bedding or, again, big items like guitars or something that you bring with you, a lot of times you can stuff them right down there. Both sides also have a nightstand. You can see that is quite large with an electrical outlet underneath, so if you need to plug in a cell phone or CPAP machine, you can do that on either side of the bed. Up above is a mirrored wardrobe. You will see the hanging rod going across. Connecting the 2 wardrobes is a shelf here for some folded clothes or other decorations. Then you have an LED light right there underneath in case you want to do some light reading. Now that we've seen the inside, let's take a look at the outside of the 31 BHS. Starting off right up front, you get a power tongue jack. This makes it nice and easy to hook up and disconnect from your tow vehicle. You simply flip the switch to raise and lower the tongue. And then you have an LED light right up here up front. Now you can flip that on if you need some added visibility at night. Behind that, you get 2 30-pound propane tanks. This is bigger than what most manufacturers give you. Usually you have 2 20-pounders. The 30-pound tanks obviously are larger, allowing you to stay out camping longer. To access those tanks, you simply undo the 2 thumb screws, lift up the door, and you are in. Behind that, you will see rails for your battery here. And then coming up the front is the diamond plating, which will help protect your front end from some of the rocks and debris that may get thrown up by your tow vehicle. So we come around to the side, you'll notice this is a laminated product, has a beautiful look to it. It's also a little bit easier to clean, very well insulated. The door here, you'll see this has a slam latch on it. It's also magnetic, so you lift that up just like so. And if you take a look inside there, you will see that it is a clean pass-through. It goes all the way through, same size door on both sides. That way it is easy to access whatever you put in here from either side. Right down underneath is solar prep, folks. If you want solar, all you have to do is buy the portable panels, plug it in right there, and you are good to go. It will trickle charge your battery. This big sticker right here shows that this one has a 3-year structural warranty. That is currently the best in the industry. Also, this one does have a fully enclosed and insulated underbelly. You can't see that right now, but it is underneath there. That's wonderful. It'll help keep a lot of the critters out in the off season. Also helps keep a lot of the road grime off. And if you're camping in some of the later seasons, like late fall when it starts to drop below those freezing temperatures, if you have your furnace running, it'll help prevent your tanks and lines from freezing up on you. You can see the power awning right here. Touch a button to roll that out. Same thing to have it go back in. You'll also notice the LED light strip on there. Cool thing about that is the fact it doesn't matter if the awning is rolled up like it is right now, if it's partially out or completely out, you can utilize the LED light strip no matter what position the awning is in. However, new for 2019 is the Solera awning system, where you have the speakers in the heads of the awning itself. So what happens there is when you do have the awning extended, the speakers are playing down on your campsite rather than blasting out at your neighbor, which is pretty handy. Also, it is a very easily adjustable pitch. You can just pull it down to change the pitch for water runoff, or if the sun starts going down, you want to adjust the pitch of the entire awning, you can do that too. 3 steps to get into the launch here. Of course, foldable steps. You can fold them right back up when you're done. You also have a grab handle right here just to give you a little added control when entering or exiting the RV. You have an electrical outlet, so if you need to plug anything in outside, that will be the place to do it. And right down below are aluminum rims. Folks, the great thing about aluminum is not only do they look nice now, they will continue to do so for many years to come because aluminum doesn't rust. If we come to the back here, this of course is one of my personal favorite parts about a bunk model, and that is the outside kitchen. So you have some countertop space right here, whether you're using it for prep space or if you want to put, some adult beverages back here, you can do that. If you want to put plates, cups, whatever. You have a sink over here to the side, an electrical outlet here. Right up in the corner, you also have dual USB ports in case you need to charge any electronics like cell phones or something while you're out here. We'll pull this guy out. This is your cooktop. So if you want to do some cooking while you're out here, you can see you have the 2-burner Suburban cooktop. This is the upgraded cooktop, folks. You'll see it has the stainless top on it rather than the black, so a little bit nicer cooktop than most manufacturers will give you. Also, right over here to the side, this is probably the most important part, you get your fridge. That way you have a spot for your condiments, your ketchup, your mustard, as well as some adult beverages or pop or soda, whatever, juice that you want to put out here, you can do that as well. On the back is the bumper. You'll see you have your end caps here, so you can pop those off, and that will give you a convenient spot to store your sewer hose. Tucked away right in there is your propane quick connect. The idea there is for your cooktop. However, if you have something else like a grill or something you want to set up out here, you can certainly use it for that too. Mounted on the bumper is a spare tire, folks. Hopefully you never have to use this, but in the event that you do, having it mounted to your bumper is probably one of the easiest places to get to it. New for 2019 is the rear mounted ladder. This is really handy to have on a travel trailer. That way, you don't have to bring a ladder with you. This lets you climb up onto the roof so you can get up there for maintenance, need to brush things off. This just makes it that much easier. You'll also see that you have your potable water fill right back here. So if you plan on going somewhere you don't have water hookup, this will be your non-pressurized, also known as gravity fill. Right underneath that is your docking station. So you'll see you have your hot and cold water access here for your outside shower. You will have your cable inlet here. You also have a black tank flush, a light switch. This is your water pump, and right up top is your city water inlet. Now mind you, depending on how you have this, it'll either be city water or you can flip it down for pressurized tank fill. All right, folks, that wraps it up. Again, this is the 2019 Starcraft Launch 31 BHS. If you're interested in this bunkhouse travel trailer and you'd like price and availability, simply click on the link in the description below. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and let's go camping.